Okay, so today we'll be looking at some of the animations relating to shape changing and text, right? So today let's create a new fragment or a new animation. Also, in this one, we'll be looking at shape twin, right? So, for example, let's create a triangle. Okay, so create a square, and then using this subselection tool and drag it inward just to create illusion, just to create a triangle, right? So we have our triangle. So once we have our triangle, so we want to set at frame 20, we want to change this shape into a circle, right? So we'll click on frame 20 and press F6, and here we will, using the oval tool, we will create a circle, right? And while we are on this frame, we will delete this triangle, right? Delete this triangle and convert this to symbol, and then right click and we say create shape twin. Now if we play this, okay, you can see from a triangle it goes to a circle. If I decrease the frames per second, so you can see that is changing the um, shapes, okay, using animation, using shape twin, right? So you might have seen when I played that animation, you'll see I had a solid triangle, but when it was transitioning, the the color inside disappeared and you just had a outline, right? So that happened because I had inserted a keyframe, that is F6. So what you have to do is you have to insert a blank keyframe, that is F7. So you have your triangle, right? So I have the triangle. Let's back that all. Just move it this side. So here we can have F7. This is where we can create the oval again, right? And then say here, we'll again select F7 and create a square. Now let's create shape twin here, shape twin here. And then if we do a preview of that, so from a rectangle circle to a square. So you can try with different shapes how they appear. Slow it. This is how the transition happens. Right. The next we'll be looking at fading text, how you can give the effect of fading text in animation, right? So this tutorial I've already put it on Moodle, you can check it out. So Writing text, right? Type in your name and click where you on the stage. Yeah, you can use the name. So here I will just write a name, say for example, John, right? And what we have to do, we have to convert it to a symbol graphics. So let's select that and press F8. So once we have converted it to a symbol, we have to create the classic twins, right? So we'll click on say frame 10 and add frame F6 and add frame 20. Click and press F6. So we've inserted the frames. Now go back to frame 1 and then under properties and in the color effect we will select, click on alpha and make sure you put the alpha to 0, right? And you do the same thing at frame 20. Go to color effects under property alpha and then make sure your alpha percentage is 0. All right, so now we play that. Okay, we get, and if I lower the times per second, we do a preview. Okay, that's the fade in and the fade out effect using text. The next thing we'll be looking at is exploding text. Right, so let's create a new document for this. And I'll just decrease the size of the stage. Right, and then we'll just change the color to something attractive, say there. So here what we'll be doing is basically we'll be having text from outside here going in and lining up in your main stage. Okay, so we'll be using the motion twin for that, right? So the first layer I will say right B. Okay, so say in frame 30 just insert a keyframe, right? And then I'll create a motion twin. So at frame 1 B is there, at frame 30 it should be here, and if you want you can change the right. Let's create another layer, so we'll have each word in each separate layers, right? So this time say let's have our right starting color, will have it is black. So frame 1 we want it to be to be here. Again 30 will click insert a frame, create a motion twin, and here frame 30, we want all to be here. And let's change the color to red. Then we'll create a new layer. We'll repeat the same steps. That's for the other O. Now finally for the M. Sorry, you have to create your motion twin first. Then you can drag your letters here. And change the color to red. All right. So now if we do a preview, I'll just lower the frame rate. There. That is how you can get the effect of exploding text. And if you want to do the same thing, like you have the word written here and then going on the other side, so you can do the same thing. Okay, do the basically the opposite of it using motion twin. But each of your um, letters, your alphabets has to be in your different layers, right? So please do try these 3 tutorials, the shape twin and then the um fading effect and exploding alphabets, right? And do let me know if you have any issues with this. Thank you.